Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church. It's good to be with you today. Hope you're having a really good one. Or if you're listening later at night, I hope you had a really good one. I started out yesterday and this week to talk about some various passages in the Bible that begin with, "May the Lord bless." And I started with the priestly blessing from Numbers yesterday, and I want to talk about that one again today. There are three verses here, and I'll read all three. And today I'll talk about the second verse of this group, and then the next day I'll talk about the third one. But let's see what it says for now. Here's the blessing. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. So today, the second one of these three, may the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. You know, the idea of God smiling on me or you, that's kind of a radical idea. Now think about it for a minute. Who am I compared to God? I don't have his wisdom. I don't have his powers. I don't have his abilities. I don't have his longevity. I don't have his power. There's really nothing I have that God needs that I can offer. There is nothing that is inherent in me that is worth God's attention, except he chooses to care about us. And after all that man has done against him, even today, think of all the people who use God for their political purposes, who use God as a curse word, who use God as an excuse. If you could count the number of people who do that versus the total, I suspect there won't be too many really left. We want to abuse God as though somehow he's at fault for our lives not being what we want or being miserable. Now, as absurd of a thought as that is almost this thought that it says, may God smile on you. Now, I can't tell you the mind of God. My mind isn't big enough for that. Now, I can tell you some things, but I got to be honest and say I really, really am not sure on this one, but I'll throw it out anyway. Why would God smile on me or you? There has to be a reason. You know, little babies smile for almost nothing. It's really funny how you get around a little baby, you get adults around a little baby, and the little baby says their smiles, makes a sound or something, and all the adults go, oh, isn't that great? Oh, it's terrific. Well, think about us as those babies and God as those people. Maybe it goes something like this. Maybe we wouldn't smile, but maybe we'd say, you know, God is really good. And you see God, oh, great, they got it. Oh, that's terrific. That's fantastic. Or someone says, you know, I think I can trust God. And you see, all right, finally, we're getting somewhere. You know, there's this emotion between the creator of the world and you. Yeah, you. Little old itty bitty you. Wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing, whatever's happening, how much you love him or don't love him, he's up there waiting for a chance to cheer. or he's next to you. I don't know. God's everywhere. So up and down really doesn't mean much in his eyes. May the Lord smile on you. The idea that God even wants to smile tells us something about his character, and it tells us something about how we ought to respond to it. I don't know little babies' minds. The little child development courses I took in college years ago didn't help me out too much, but I don't think a 9 or 10-month-old baby thinks very sophisticatedly. I don't know why a baby would do something and almost to make the adults look goofy. I'm sure it's not intentional, but there's something back and forth that's good to the baby by watching the adults respond as they do. Well, there's something good for us by realizing that God responds with a smile. It kind of makes your day to think that God smiled on me today, as our sign said. What can I do that would make God smile? Well, it's really simple. Just do something that he wants you to do. Just be like him. Be compassionate. Be loving. Be kind. Be trusting. Be willing to say, God, I don't know what you're doing, but I trust that you know what you're doing. And I can live with that. Maybe it's something as simple as saying, God, please help me. I just don't know what to do. And in those moments, God smiles. To put it another way, he gets excited about you. Just like adults, many, get overwhelmingly excited and goofy over little babies. Now, maybe you never thought about God that way, but that's what this passage is talking about. That's what this passage is trying to lead us towards. It ends with it, and may God be gracious to you. I know a lot of people think God is a lawgiver and he's a law keeper and he is the policeman of the truth. But I don't know that that's actually biblical. What's biblical is that he is gracious and forgiving to all those who ask. So I'll leave this with you. Today, you're going to do something that God will smile about. And are you going to realize how unforgiving he is? I'm sorry, how forgiving he is. Oh boy. You're going to realize how forgiving he is if we just try it. Well, thanks for listening. Hope you think about it. If you have a need or a prayer concern, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Thanks so much for listening. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll take another look at this priestly blessing. God bless you. Take care.